Hello my loves. Today I'm gonna do a little get ready with me chit chat video. This is how I wake up in the morning. What do you guys think? It doesn't look good, but we're gonna fix it. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about my practicum and how it went. So if you guys like these types of videos, thumbs up, subscribe, stay a while, join the family, and keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We are going to Disney today. We have Disney World passes. And we're gonna go. It's beautiful weather outside, and actually kind of chilly here in Florida right now. It's like 60s, I don't know, 65 or 67, something like that. And we are gonna go spend the day at Disney. I'm just using the e.l.f. Pore Putty Primer to hide these pores. So let's go ahead and talk about practicum. So my practicum, I was on a cardiac pulmonary floor. So we saw heart caths, we saw lung transplants, like fresh, like from ICU. We saw a lot of AFibbers, A-flutters, heart blocks, a lot of people on monitoring. And yeah, it wasn't a floor that I wanted because I'm not interested in cardiac. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, I'm not a fan of cardiac. It's just one of those things where I just did not want to really be, because I know that a lot of these hospitals will try to get you in fairly early. You know, during your practicum, they'll ask you if you are interested in you know, interviewing for a potential position on that floor, and that did happen. They did ask if I would like to interview or if I was interested in that floor, and I'm just not. And since I'm older, I'm in my 30s, I kind of wanted to be, I want to be a little more picky about what I choose to do. And unfortunately, I just said, you know what, cardiac is not for me. Like, I enjoyed working on the floor, I enjoyed learning new things, but it's just not where I want to be ultimately. And they respected that. They were like, okay, we get it, you know, if you change your mind, let us know. Gave me their card, and they actually hooked me up with the nurse educator. And I told her that I really want to do like women's health. Like, that's where I want to be, is women's health. And she gave my information to the women's health coordinator, hiring manager. And so I'm waiting to hear back from them, because I really just, women's health is where I want to be. And I think that I'm allowed to be picky of where I want to work, because I don't have as much time as like a new baby grad that's in their early 20s. I just don't have that time. And so that is where I'm at right now as far as you know, potentially working at a hospital. I do have their cards, so if I do change their mind, they just said to contact them. So I'm like, okay, so in case I change my mind, I can do that, which is great. But I also told them that I didn't want to be locked into like a position until after NCLEX, just because I don't want to have a hard deadline. I don't want to have like, I have to pass my NCLEX by this date, you know. So I just don't want that pressure on me. And as much as I want to find a job like right away, like, I also want to be smart about it. I just don't want to take anything that anything that is like, I don't want to be too rash with the decision, because this is my career, and not only are they interviewing me, but I'm also interviewing them. And I think they really appreciated my honesty as well. So very nice. The floor was a great learning experience. It just wasn't, like, it wasn't for me, you know. So let's let's talk a little bit more about what I saw. My preceptor was amazing. She really wanted you to learn and kind of pushed you outside your box, which was great. You know, I told her that I wanted her to be honest in my evaluation, because if, you know, someone's not honest in the evaluation, like, how am I supposed to learn from that? So she was very honest. I'm used to doing really well in the clinical setting, and I had difficulty because we were handling full care patients on this floor. So everything, all ADLs, all bathing, feeding if they needed help feeding. I mean, the whole 9 yards. So trying to juggle full care patients and chart everything was insanity. It was absolute insanity. The charting sometimes wouldn't be complete, and until like afternoon time, because just the amount of work, like back-breaking work that we were doing, was intense, like intense. And sometimes I would have like difficulty like keeping up with the chart. But she was really, you know, good about it, just reminding me like, hey, this is how you can save more time. These are some tips and tricks. So I learned a lot about charting, more than I did clinical. I did reinforce a lot of stuff that I already knew, like chest tubes and drains and administering medications through NG tube. What else did we do? A lot of you know, heart strips and stuff like that. Reviewing what a flutter looks like, reviewing what a fib, pacemaker, all that stuff. A lot of medications, cardiac medications, which was good because medications are like my worst area. Like pharmacology has always been my arch nemesis, for lack of a better word, and I got to reinforce a lot of that stuff, so that was really good. My practicum consisted of 7 shifts, so 7, 12, more like 13.5-hour shifts, because you never get out on the 12-hour mark. It's just, you don't. We always finish charting before handoff report, but these nurses that come on, they, you know, they go to we had like an energizer meeting before shift, and they would go to that, and by the time they were able to look up their patients on their computer and give a report, it was already like 7:20. Sorry, it was already like 7:20. So by the time we get out, it was like 7:40, 7:45. Sometimes a little later, depending. So I really enjoyed the experience. Like I said, I was exhausted, so tired. By the like 4th shift, I was getting like the hang of practicum and the like long hours. But girl, my feet were killing me every shift. I need new shoes, but the shoes that they make us wear for clinical have to be white, and I didn't want to invest in a new pair of shoes because I only had 7 shifts left, you know, so it didn't make sense to invest in a new pair of shoes when I want to invest in a new pair of shoes that I can wear to work when I start working. And my feet were killing me. Thank God for a good husband that rubbed my feet every night when I came home. We'll use this one. So yeah, practicum was good. I got to pass meds. I got to facilitate inpatient care with doctors and attendings. I got to insert my first IV successfully. I got to put in a straight cap. I got to do a lot of skills that we learn in nursing school in the skills lab, which is amazing because I learn by doing and I did a lot. I'm using this LA Colors Loose Face Shimmer. This is from the dollar store. If you guys haven't tried this, it is so good. Like, it is so, it's like a highlight. I mean, it's like a true beaming highlight. Like, there's some glitter in there. So I put this down first. Look at that. Oh my god. It is so good. So good. You guys need to clean the bathroom. Hello. Clean your bathroom. And then on top of that, I use this LA Colors highlighter. This is from the dollar store as well, and it's like this gold color. Ugh. Thank you. And I just put that on top. Oh, yes. So pretty. So that is how my practicum went. It was very difficult to juggle like family life and getting up at 5 o'clock every morning because I am not a morning person. I feel that I'm gonna be a night shifter. I feel like I'm gonna be a night shifter. I think I'm gonna be a night shifter, but we'll see. Hold on one second. My room is a disaster. I haven't had any time to pick up. I just put laundry away, but everything else is still a disaster. So anything else about practicum? I'm trying to think. I was on a PCU floor, 3 patients to 1. Sometimes we would have 4. Total care, full care. We did have like a patient who was bed bound and could not feed herself, so that was a lot of attention. For the most part, I had really good patients. There's maybe like 1 or 2 that were like not happy patients. And I mean, who can be happy? Like, they're in the hospital. They don't want to be in the hospital. I don't want them to be in the hospital. But, you know, it's hard to take care of someone who has like such a negative outlook about their health, and trying to like be positive and change their mindset, because the mind is so important in healing and in like mental health that when you have resistance, it's hard to, you know, try to change their mentality and be proactive in their like mental health and status as far as how they're thinking, why they're thinking that way. So a lot of times I just let them vent and I sympathize with them, and I you know, just say, I understand that you feel this way. You know, what can I do to make it easier for you? So, you know, you're going to encounter so many different patients. You need to be prepared, and you got to have somewhat of a backbone, because there's going to be patients that are just going to resist. And you just got to be prepared for that, and don't take it personal. So my nurse was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like they acted like that. But like I think since I'm older, like I don't really take it personal, because I understand where they're coming from. And I understand that it's not like directed to me personally. It's directed, they're just expressing how they feel. And that's okay. Like, we want to encourage that, because we don't want them to, you know, hold that in, because it's not going to do anything. So I'd rather, hey, get it out. If I can be your punching bag for that moment, and it's not going to affect me in a negative way because I'm not going to let it, then go ahead. I will listen to every complaint that you have if it's going to make you feel better. So that was, you know, I mean, we always want the perfect patient. We're always given the perfect patient in like the sim or simulation lab. You know, it's the perfect patient, perfect environment, perfect everything. But life is not perfect. It is not, and it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have more imperfections than you will Perfection does not exist in the medical field or in life in general. So just be prepared for that. I need tools. And I think that this is going to take experience. And since I am a little older, like, I do have a little more experience. And I just don't let things bother me like that. Like, if you don't like me, it's okay. I'm still going to treat you with respect. I'm still going to give you the care that you deserve. And then I'm going to move on. That's it. I'm going to move on. And I'll have another patient that will show me gratitude, which I did. Which I often do, because I'm not there to make your experience worse. I'm there to make it better. So, what else did I learn? I think that's all. I think it was a lot of reinforcement. But yeah, I'm glad it's over. Now I'm studying for my HESI, which is like 2 weeks away. I have to do good on this HESI. Like, I need to do good. I cannot do bad on this HESI. Yes? Okay, we're back. So
it was nice, just like, you know, one day you were gone and I went to Disney with the kids, and it was like a
daddy
nice
kids day.
Then we went to dinner, just us.
Yeah, but I felt like left out.
But you know, it was nice. So you just have to adjust. That's it.
Do you think the kids adjusted okay? Or do you think they had the hardest time?
They had a hard time because they missed you. But, you know, again.
But it's only a couple days a week. Like, it's not all week. So, that's the bonus.
But it's going to be hard when you go to 3 days and 4 days off, because you're going to be 4 days, actually, because one day you're going to be
recovering. From the... Yeah. It took me like a full day to recover, right?
So, yeah.
Because my brain was just fried.
So it's hard. It's an adjustment, but millions of people do it, so
I can too.
You can too, and we can too.
Yes, we can
Family.
too. So there you go. Husband's perspective on practicum and transitioning into the nursing world.
Peace out.
Right? This transition can be a little difficult. You know, it's not easy. But nothing in life worth doing or having is easy. So we're gonna just make it work. We are just gonna make it work like we always do. This is nice. And hope that, you know, my kids are older, so it helps, but they do notice that mom is not home, that, you know, I'm missing things. So that's the hard part for me, is that I'm missing things. You know, things that I would not have missed otherwise. So as a mom, like, ugh, tugs at my heart, because I want to be there for all of my kids' milestones and all of their, like, important events. And I know that I'm going to miss them, like, but if I had done it earlier, maybe they would have been used to me missing things, which is a shame. So I don't know how these new mommies do it, like these new mommies that are nurses that have babies and then they, you know, come back to the workforce and they miss so much of their childhood because they are working to take care of other people she doesn't even know that, or he or she doesn't even know, and sacrificing that time that she could be with her child to take care of other people's loved ones. So it is, if it's not your calling, you are going to have the hardest time. The hardest time, because it is a very selfless job. Extremely, extremely selfless. Alright, I think I'm done. I think this is going to be the makeup look for today. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. But yeah, that is my experience of Practicum. All I have left is that Hessie, you guys, so please send me good vibes, because I need to pass this test. I need to do well on this test. The stress is real. The stress is real. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just need to put some lip stuff on and then I am good to go, and we're gonna go to Disney. And then we're actually gonna be vlogging, so hopefully there'll be another video out after this one, so you can go ahead and watch, you know, what I do with my kids, my babies, and my family. And yeah, don't know what I'm doing with my hands. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.